One motorcyclist's ordinary ride through India's Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary turned into a horrifying fight for survival when a 2-ton rhino emerged from the brush, charged with fury, and chased him down. Trapped between life and death, he ditched his bike and made a desperate dash, only to meet a tragic end in full view of helpless onlookers. What exactly triggered the beast's wrath, and what can we learn from this harrowing encounter? Welcome to Savage Tales, Animal Encounters. Here we dive deep into the wildest, most heart-pounding moments when humans cross paths with nature's fiercest creatures. From unbelievable survival stories to tragic encounters like today's case in Assam, we explore these events to understand the animal's instincts, behaviors, and the delicate balance between humans and wildlife. Today, we recount the chilling events that unfolded in the Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary, where a motorcyclist met a devastating fate at the mercy of an enraged rhino. This story will leave you stunned and questioning the thin line between civilization and the wild. Be prepared, graphic scenes await. But before we dive further into this gripping tale, here's a quick reminder. If you love thrilling stories from the animal kingdom, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We bring you jaw-dropping encounters from around the globe, and your support ensures we can keep sharing these unforgettable tales. Don't forget to leave a comment below. What would you do if faced with a charging rhino? And of course, share this video with your fellow wildlife enthusiasts to spark some engaging discussions. All right, buckle up and get ready because this story is one you won't forget. Sit back, enjoy, and welcome to Savage Tales, Animal Encounters, where every story reminds you that the wild can be as beautiful as it is dangerous. Saddam Hussain, 37, was a resident of the Kamrup district in Assam, India, specifically from the Sonapur Kachutali area. Known by locals as a hard-working individual, Saddam frequently travelled between nearby villages for both personal errands and work. His route on the day of the incident was a familiar one. He was en route from the town of Mayong to the Chamata area, a journey that took him along rural roads winding through forested terrain near the Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary. A regular motorbike rider, Saddam likely felt at ease navigating the narrow roads and remote paths that cut through nature's wilderness. Assam's countryside is often peaceful, but it is not without risks. Motorists and farmers living near protected reserves are accustomed to wildlife sightings, including elephants, monkeys, and wild boars. However, the chance encounter with a creature as large and unpredictable as a rhinoceros is a different story entirely. And unfortunately for Saddam, the familiarity of his route that day would offer no protection from the unexpected chaos that awaited him. Saddam Hussein's daily life, much like that of many locals in Assam, was intricately connected to the rural landscape surrounding him, a place where roads weave through forests, rivers, and wildlife reserves. While these routes are usually peaceful, they also lie perilously close to territories teeming with wild animals. On that ill-fated day, Saddam's journey took him near one such place, the Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary, a haven for endangered species and home to some of the most majestic and unpredictable creatures on the planet. As Saddam Hussein traveled along the winding roads that morning, passing the outskirts of the sanctuary, he couldn't have imagined that his path would cross with one of the sanctuary's largest inhabitants. What began as an ordinary ride would soon transform into a desperate fight for his life, a moment where man, machine, and beast collided in the most terrifying way imaginable. The details of that fateful encounter are not for the faint-hearted. It began as a quiet morning along the rural roads near Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary, a familiar journey for Saddam Hussein. But as he rode along the narrow path near Haduk Bridge, fate placed him face to face with a 2-ton behemoth emerging from the dense foliage, an Indian rhinoceros. The massive beast lumbered onto the road, its small, beady eyes locking onto the motorcycle in front of it. Rhinos are not known for patience, and this one, seemingly agitated and confused outside its usual habitat, wasted no time in signaling its intent. Saddam slowed his bike to a halt, perhaps hoping the animal would lose interest and retreat. But the rhino, its instincts triggered, lowered its head, a clear sign of aggression. Without hesitation, it broke into a full charge, its heavy feet thundering across the dirt road, sending up clouds of dust. Realizing the danger, Saddam made a split-second decision to abandon his motorcycle. He leapt from the seat, letting the bike clatter to the ground, and bolted down the embankment beside the road. His only hope was to reach safety among the rocks and shrubs scattered along the slope. But the rhino's charge was relentless, driven by the single-minded instinct of a wild animal in pursuit. Saddam sprinted downhill, the sound of the rhino's heavy hooves growing louder behind him. Nearby villagers watched in horror from a distance, too afraid to intervene as the enormous creature thundered after the fleeing motorcyclist. In a desperate attempt to evade the rhino, Saddam tried to navigate the uneven terrain, but the slope offered little in the way of cover or refuge. The enraged animal closed the gap between them with terrifying speed. Then, in a split second, the rhino reached him. With a violent toss of its horn, it sent Saddam sprawling to the ground. Before he could recover, the animal was upon him, trampling his body beneath its massive weight. Each step delivered crushing blows, and the ground shook as the creature vented its aggression. By the time it finally relented, Saddam lay motionless in the dirt, critically injured and unable to move. The rhino, seemingly satisfied or disoriented, retreated into the nearby forest, leaving a broken motorcycle and Saddam's crumpled body in its wake. Onlookers rushed to the scene, but there was little they could do. Saddam's injuries were extensive, bones shattered, internal organs damaged beyond repair. The villagers, still shaken by what they had witnessed, immediately contacted forest rangers and emergency responders, hoping against hope that help would arrive in time. When officials from the Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary arrived, they found Saddam lying motionless in a nearby field. Despite the efforts of those who gathered around him, it was too late. He had succumbed to his injuries before medical help could arrive. His death was officially recorded as another tragic encounter between man and beast, a reminder of the harsh reality of life near wilderness reserves. Authorities quickly launched an investigation to determine how the rhino had managed to leave the sanctuary. Pobitora's forest officers speculated that the animal may have wandered beyond the protected area in search of food or water. As such behavior is not uncommon during seasonal changes, the incident reignited debates about the balance between conservation efforts and human safety, as the boundaries between nature and civilization grow ever thinner. News of the attack spread quickly throughout Assam, leaving the local community in shock. Friends, neighbors, and family members gathered to mourn the loss of Saddam Hussain, who was remembered as a kind-hearted man simply going about his daily routine when tragedy struck. Meanwhile, officials at Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary remained on high alert. In the days following the attack, patrols were increased along the sanctuary's borders to prevent any further incidents. Conservationists, while deeply saddened by Saddam's death, pointed out that encounters between humans and wildlife are an unfortunate consequence of overlapping territories. Their challenge lies in balancing the need to protect endangered animals like the Indian rhino while ensuring the safety of those who live near the sanctuary. And that, folks, brings us to the end of another gripping episode of Savage Tales, Animal Encounters. Today's story of Saddam Hussain and his fatal encounter with the powerful rhinoceros near Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary is not just a harrowing reminder of the dangers lurking at the intersection of human life and wildlife. It's a testament to the unpredictable nature of these magnificent creatures. The wilderness may appear serene from a distance, but when we step too close, nature can be as unforgiving as it is awe-inspiring. We hope this story has shed light on the risks of living near protected areas like Pobitora and the importance of conservation efforts, not just to protect endangered species, but to ensure peaceful coexistence between humans and wildlife. If you found this story engaging or learned something new, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Tell us, have you ever had a wild animal encounter? Do you think more precautions should be in place around sanctuaries? Drop your comments below. Your opinions matter and help us build a stronger community of wildlife enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the world of jaw-dropping animal encounters, Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Sharing it with friends helps spread the word about our mission, and who knows, they might have a wild tale or two of their own to share. Click that share button now and help grow the conversation. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. This way, you'll never miss another shocking, thrilling, or even heartwarming animal encounter. We post new videos regularly, covering everything from close calls with predators to heroic animal rescues and everything in between. So if wild stories are your thing, this is the place to be. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of our Savage Tales community. Your engagement fuels us to keep bringing these incredible stories from the wild to life. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember, every encounter, no matter how dangerous, offers us a glimpse into the raw, untamed beauty of nature. This is Savage Tales, Animal Encounters, where the wilderness comes alive, one story at a time. See you next time.